Could Jey Uso dethrone Gunther? Why is Nia Jax going after Rhea Ripley? And could Sami Zayn help Kevin Owens dethrone Cody Rhodes? Those are all questions coming out of last night's episode of Monday Night Raw, and I'm going to try and answer them. Welcome to Allison Analysis. I'm Ben Allison, and I've analysed last night's episode of Monday Night Raw, and here are my 5 key findings. In at number 5, the New Day are the most interesting that they've been in years. Last night on commentary, Wade Barrett said that it's felt like for the last couple of years, the New Day have been a nostalgia act, just waiting for Big E to return, and honestly, he is not wrong at all. In fact, he is right. But since they've turned on Big E, which by the way I still think was a brilliant heel turn, they have been the most interesting that they have been in years. And I know a lot of people online weren't a fan of Kofi Kingston losing to Rey Mysterio last night, but honestly I don't mind it. Firstly, Rey Mysterio just hasn't been getting many victories as of late in singles competition on WWE TV, so I'm fine with it in that regard. But also, this will make Kofi and Woods even more frustrated, which fits in with their characters. But from here, yes, they need to start getting wins, especially in tag team action, and I think this is going to lead all the way to WrestleMania, where the New Day will once again become World Tag Team Champions. In at number 4, Pure Fusion Collective still isn't working. I like Shayna Baszler, I like Zoe Stark, I think Sonya Deville gets way too much hate, but this faction is starting to get staler than a loaf of bread being left out overnight. It had potential, but we never really found out a motive as to why they were teaming together, or even given a reason to care about them, and now that's become an issue. Damage Control defeated them last night in a feud which honestly I feel like has gone on for months now, and I'm kind of done with, because everybody involved is so talented, yet nobody, no fans or anything even cares about it, and that is so frustrating when you've got so many talented wrestlers involved in this program. In at number 3, will Sami Zayn help Kevin Owens defeat Cody Rhodes? As based on what happened on last night's episode of Raw, that is clearly what Kevin Owens wants to happen, but will it happen? I don't think so. But what I do think, or at least I'm starting to think, is going to happen is that we are going to have Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens once again at WrestleMania. As KO will undoubtedly be fuming after Sami Zayn doesn't help him against Cody Rhodes. In fact, maybe even helps Cody Rhodes if KO starts to cheat. And after that, I think the tensions are going to boil over the next month or two following the Royal Rumble. And I do think this will eventually lead to another one-on-one match between these two at WrestleMania. And yes, it did happen at WrestleMania 37, and it's only been a few years since then, but the roles will be reversed this time. Last time it was Sami Zayn who claimed there was a conspiracy against him. This time it will be Kevin Owens saying the same thing, so I do think it could work, and I will never complain about these two facing each other. But before we go any further, if you guys could like and subscribe, I would really appreciate it. Here at Wrestling Republic, we create between 5 to 10 free videos every single week. And in addition to that, we do a live daily stream every single day, 7 days a week at 8 p.m. UK time, 3 p.m. Eastern over in the United States, and 12 p.m. Pacific in the United States. And all we ask is that you guys like and subscribe. Thank you. In at number 2, why is Nia Jax going after Rhea Ripley? This is undoubtedly the biggest question coming out of last night's episode of Monday Night Raw. Right now, Nia Jax should be fuming at the fact that Tiffany Stratton betrayed her and cashed in on her after she gained her trust. But instead, she's going after Rhea Ripley? I mean, it makes no sense. I mean, don't get me wrong, obviously the two have so much history, as recent as War Games, so I say it makes no sense. It does make a bit of sense, but even still, Nia Jax's, anger should be directed towards Tiffany, not Rhea Ripley. And I do think the two will have a great match at Saturday night's main event. They had a great match at Elimination Chamber last year, but do we need to see this again? And especially right now, I just don't think so. This has kind of been the issue with this transfer window. It has kind of just been an excuse to just put people against each other when it doesn't really make much sense. And it is getting messier by the week. And I just want this window to end ASAP. And in at number 1, what if Jey Uso dethrones Gunther? I'm not predicting it will happen, but I do think that there is a chance. This Gunther reign hasn't gone anywhere near as well as everybody expected it to be, and a lot of people are predicting he's going to lose the title before WrestleMania, so why not at Saturday night's main event? What if Jey Uso dethrones him, he then beats him again at the Royal Rumble, and then on a Raw between the Rumble and Elimination Chamber, he loses the championship to Drew McIntyre? Not only would this make Saturday night's main event feel important, but it would also mean it would be the first time in years that we've seen a WWE Championship or a World Championship change hands on an episode of Raw. And people are forgetting that this year the road to WrestleMania is a lot longer. WrestleMania is in late April instead of early April, so there is a lot more time than usual. And I still do think the direction for WrestleMania should be Drew McIntyre versus Seth Rollins versus CM Punk for the World Championship. And hell, like I said last week, you could even chuck in Roman Reigns if that makes sense. But I do think that triple threat at the very least should be the world title match at WrestleMania. And this way, you'd give Jey Uso the world title reign he deserves, while also, making these events feel important and unpredictable. Again, this isn't a prediction because I don't think it will happen, but I do think it is a possibility. But of course, it would suck for Gunther. But let's be real, this reign just hasn't been gone anywhere near as well as planned. But overall, I did enjoy last night's episode of Monday Night Raw. There wasn't too much stuff which was that important, I guess, which happened. But Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre was a blast. There was a few other fun matches as well, and it did go quite fast as well, considering it was 2.5 hours. I did say a couple of weeks ago that I did have a little bit of a concern that these, segments, these interviews, I should say, that take place during the commercial breaks might get a little bit boring, and we are getting there now where they are kind of just feeling a little bit stale between every single commercial break, seeing a backstage interview. But hey, I guess it's better than adverts, and if you're not paying for the higher Netflix tier, you'll still see adverts anyway. But I don't know, it's starting to feel a little bit stale. But what did you guys think of the episode? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and I will be replying to them as always. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.